You
you
think
know,
maybe
and
they,
so
because of the wins, they kind of just got a little not complacent, but just kind of lost the foundation a little bit.
I definitely think that that contributes to it. But the other part is that the style of the very demonstrative alpha leader doesn't isn't as present as it used to be, and you need that in clutch situations because you need
Yeah,
decisive individuals who are comfortable making decisions and living with those decisions.
yeah,
And the style of leaders from in this generation right now traditionally isn't that demonstrative. We just got done talking about how laid back most of these guys are.
yeah,
Shea is a pretty laid back leader. You know, Tyrese is pretty laid back.
yeah.
Cade's pretty laid back. Paolo's pretty laid. Like all of
All
these
of
guys are pretty chill.
them, every last one
But
of
when it's
them.
6 seconds left, bro, I need you to give me the ball and get the hell out the way. Or I need you to execute whatever it is coach said, and I need you to do it with a sense of urgency. And if you
Yeah,
can't do that, and if you don't have nobody vocalizing that, well, shit, you keep ending up with the results that you're
with
ending up
yeah.
with.
And I think to your point, bro, like I saw Shea. This is the most animated I've ever seen Shea. Shea hit that step back three um in this last game against Phoenix, and he was jumping up and down. I'm like, I've never seen Shea this animated.
Need more of it.
And I think he's taking that step like, yeah, like I'm here and we about to repeat.
Yeah, the
It's
demand to
beautiful
win.
to
He's
see,
starting
bro.
to, yeah,
It's
because
beautiful to
that's
see.
all the great ones. They make that turn.
And quick question though. So with Detroit, I was talking with a fan on um on Instagram. And so we were talking about the last shot that Cade when I say fan, not a fan of us, like fan of NBA, like right, he's a
Yeah.
big hoop fan. But we were debating about if Cade should have took the last shot. So he missed a free throw, got a really good timely, and I think it was 4.9 seconds left on the clock.
And they
But
kicked
like
it at Duncan Robinson.
yeah, like they had a play ran for him, and we were kind of like one of them like he had enough time to really like get a shot off because they needed a three. But also I'm like, wait a second, Tyrese kind of did that same thing. He missed, stepped back, shot the three, and the shot he made against the Knicks. I'm like, is that the shot that you think Cade should have, he should have tried to take that shot versus them running the play to get dunking the ball? Were you mad at that play?
No, but I was, to your point, yeah, I was a little disappointed with Cade,
Okay.
right? Because again, this goes back to that demonstrative leadership style that I was talking about. Bro, you are a super max all-star signature shoe recipient. You're the dude. We gonna live and die with whatever decisions you make,
I don't care
but
if
you
you
got to
step
make
your
them.
foot on the line. I don't even care if you step back and your foot is actually on the line and you take a deep two and you make it, or if you miss. But it's the fact that you say, you know what? I don't care what happens. Like I'm stepping back, I'm taking a shot. I don't care if it's 5 y'all on me. I'm taking this last shot. It's early in the
Don't
season.
matter.
We got to get used to it.
And that builds
Yeah.
callous for him. You
Mhm.
have to shoot that, bro. And I remember he did have time to catch it, turn, because there were still maybe 3 seconds left on the clock when he got the ball back.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was.
man, you got to shoot that. You and or just make the free throws. How
Yeah.
about that? How about you just make the free throws
Yeah,
and
because
close the
he
game
missed it.
out?
He missed that night against Boston. That's crazy because he had 3 nights. Said for some
Come on,
reason,
killer.
I see a lot, and I want to find that stat. There's a lot of guys who missed that third free throw that's supposed to win the game. Matter
Tough.
of fact, Derek White just did it yesterday versus Minnesota.
Yep. Yep.
He missed his third free throw, so I don't know what it is, man. That last one, they had cast them first two, then the last one dropped.
Yeah. There's something about it. But yeah, he gotta figure that out.
Okay, no, that's interesting, bro. Then L.A. Lakers, man, are you believing what they're doing? What's your thoughts with LeBron returning? LeBron seems like he's finally able to rest, take a back seat. Luke and Austin are, man, they scorching earth
Yeah, they
right
get
now,
to it.
and
Yeah.
and they having fun with it, man. What's your thoughts on LA right now?
Um, I, I'm kind of neutral on LA, and I don't want to. I'm neutral on LA. I think they look good. I like what they're doing. I love the pairing of Luca and AR. I don't know if I believe in Luca as a championship leading guy
Right?
yet. I'm not saying that he won't ever be.
Correct,
I
correct,
just
correct.
I don't know if he's willing to sell out the way that we've watched Shea sell out in order to win. And when I mean sell out, I mean really make the kind of sacrifices possession by possession that contributes to winning a championship. I
Okay.
think Luca is a winner. I think he wants to win. I think that he is a guy unlike Cade who is willing to take those last shots and is willing to live and die with his decisions. But in between those things are the really small margins where champions actually win. I don't know if he's willing to guard the other team's best player for an 8 minute stretch on
So you're
top of also managing your offensive
mm,
duties,
so you're thinking
right? I
about
don't
from a
know if he's willing to
playoffs
do some of those
perspective.
things.
Okay.
Correct, because let's be real, that's the only time this matters. I don't care about what
True.
you're doing in the regular season, bro.
True.
How does this
True. True.
translate to the playoff?
Yeah.
So
But do
that's
you
my
think
only
their roster is
reservation.
deep enough? Do you think their roster is deep
No.
enough to compete with?
So then let me take that back. That's not my only reservation. That's one of my reservations because I also have a reservation about their roster.
Yeah.
I think that that roster, and this isn't a shot at Brian. I swear it isn't. But I'm gonna be real with you. He looks like Mike did when he was 40.
You
He's
think
much
so?
more athletic. He's much
Mm,
more athletic,
yeah. Yeah. For
right?
sure.
But in terms of what he's able to contribute, you look like Mike did when you look like a 40-year-old, bro. And they've now delegated you to just standing in the corner, waiting for kickouts and catch and shoot threes.
Yeah. That's
I
not
mean,
he can
and that
adapt, but that's
if
not his game.
that's not his game, and you can get
Yeah.
someone much cheaper and much younger to do that job.
Mm.
So I
He's.
just, I,
I think I need to
I
give
don't
them
know.
more
I'm
time.
curious,
No,
and maybe that's what it
bro, I
is.
don't. I understand everything that you're saying. I have my biggest concern with them is I would say the roster being deep enough to really compete during that playoff stretch. Luca and
Yeah.
Austin are doing a lot right now,
Mhm.
and honestly, from what I saw with Austin in the playoffs, a lot of teams neutralized Austin when it came to playoff moments.
Mm,
Um, because I don't think what he's doing right now is what we wasn't going to see from him in other years. I just think LeBron was more dominant those other years because I think we could have seen this same Austin this year,
that's a
last year.
great point. That's a great point.
I think this Austin that we're seeing, he's been there. He's LeBron was very high on him his rookie year, and I think this Austin's always been able to get a bucket. But again, to the point in the playoffs, that is where I've seen Austin have those issues where it just seems like he can't get to his spots as he does as normal. And again, it's a they officiate the game differently in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Um, so for me, it's hard to judge and say that I don't believe LA is going to be a championship team. I just hope Luca takes a turn of to your point of defensively because that's going to be the holding card is when we get to that time and they've kind of held you a little bit, right? Of course, they're not going to stop you completely because you're Luca, but when they've held you a little bit, you're having a rough first half. Are you also competing on the defensive end? He's getting steals and stuff right now, but it's different. Again, you're going against a team like the Thunder, going against a team like the Houston Rockets, potentially Denver. If Denver can get healthy, man, I'm losing my
There's
faith in Denver
they're
because of
dangerous
health.
too. Yeah.
But if not for that, I just think Lakers have to figure out those lineups. And I think JJ has done a good job blending Luca, LeBron, and Austin into different rotations. And I still think they're going to make some moves. I don't think this Lakers roster is what it's going to be in the playoffs.
Before the trade deadline.
Yeah, I think they'll make some moves. I don't
Hmm.
think this is what they're going to walk into come May.
If they can make some moves, if they can find a more
April.
productive big,
Mm.
I think now that maybe changes the conversation a little bit. If you can get somebody like Nick Claxton who comes in there spirited and hungry, that could change the conversation a little bit. But
Yeah, someone like the mold of
yeah, I'm with
him.
you. They need to make some moves.
Okay,
Need a little bit
that's gonna
more.
be interesting, man. I don't know, like Lakers. They are. I need to see more games for LeBron. I think I need to give LeBron like 7. I want to see him in like 7 games, about 6 to 7 more games for me to make a stronger take because I wonder what the rest of their schedule looks like. Like I haven't seen. Matter of fact, let me take a look, man. I want to see what does the rest of their schedule look like, or at least these next few games coming up because I need to see them play with LeBron like a dominant opponent so that way we can look at that game and say, okay, hey, here's going to be kind of a rubric on how we feel like they may compete moving forward. So they got
Mhm.
Phoenix, they got New Orleans coming up today, which That's a wash.
Dub.
You got Phoenix on tomorrow, so that should
That'll be
be.
good.
I want to catch that one. You got Toronto Thursday, December 4th.
That'll be good.
Boston, December 5th. Uh,
That'll be good.
uh, December 7th, you got Philly. I have a feeling that Joel and Paul, all of them will play that game, so I'll probably be tuning in that. And then on December 10th, they play San Antonio, and I think that'll only be interesting if Wemby is back. But they're still
When is he supposed to
competing.
come back?
I don't know. I don't. They said
Mm,
like 2 or 3 weeks, but he would be reevaluated in 1 week. So which the week is up. So hopefully he's doing all right. Then I feel like Lakers play Utah a million times. Like I'm looking at the schedule, they've already played them twice. They're gonna play them again here in about a couple weeks. I'm like, I play Utah how many times?
gotta get them easy
Um,
wins.
so yeah, but I think they got a couple matches that we'll be able to look at and see. Okay, hey, this is how they're competing. So I'm not mad at that.
Mm. But
Okay.
we'll reevaluate LA in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe around the
Cool.
next holiday.
Yeah.